All right. Looks like we've got Patrick Nix and Steve Yukon Gold playing today. Little race to 9 and 8 ball. All right, so looks like we're about to watch them lag. Um, I honestly think I would take a bet on Patrick here. So it looks like Patrick's starting off with the 8 ball break here. Steve doesn't really play on 9 footers, so I don't know how much of a advantage Patrick's got going for him. But Steve tells everyone he's a shooter, and I think he would have a shootout with anyone. Oh, Steve's up table here. See what his decision is. Okay. See what Patrick does here. Looks like a lot of problems on this table here. What a shot. Holy cow. That was a great shot. All right. Looks like Patrick's got a problem over here. Can't tell if it goes by the 9. All right, Steve's got some work to do here. I think he's looking at that side pocket shot, but I'm not sure if it goes. Steve's got to be smart here. Patrick, he's no lightweight to the pool world here. All right. Well, this is Yukon gold, A lot of luck. I like to say Steve's the luckiest guy I know, and it's showing right there. See how Patrick solves this puzzle here. I like it. Maybe he uses Steve's strap down there to make the two ball and move it out the way. It's a difficult shot. And it looks like he did it. Wow. What a shot. What a great shot there, Patrick. There it is. Patrick with a real nice leave on the 8 for the corner. Oh, no. Wow. I can't believe this. You don't see that happen too often from Patrick. I do have some insider info. He told me he hasn't been shooting much, so maybe, you know, maybe that's what it is. Steve on the other hand, he would say that, Patrick's nervous to play Steve. I think most people would say it's not true, but let's see if Steve can run it out. Looks like he left himself with kind of a tough shot. And there it is. Sold out right there. Tough first game for Mr. Yukon. Told that the players can hear what I'm saying right now, so I'll try to not shark them too much here. Steve with a big break here. And a scratch. I think Steve needs to pray to the pool gods here. Patrick, he's a shooter. All right, so it looks like Patrick's going with the solids here. I like the choice. Come up for the 2, hopefully. Um, Getting a lot of messages here. Everyone's wanting to bet on Patrick. Don't blame them. It's a tough one to take. It's a tough shot. Tough, tough miss there. But what can I say? Steve is the luckiest person I know. Everyone. You guys will find out today, right here. Looks like he's getting an extension here. Okay, going for the corner pocket, maybe. It's a stretch. Good shot. Um, I don't really think he knew where the cue ball was going after that, but it was a stretched out shot, so I understand. Not sure what his idea is here unless he can see that side pocket shot. Looks like he's going with the side pocket here. He's hiking up. And yeah, I don't think Steve knew that he could curve the ball so well today, but there it is. Another scratch. This isn't looking too good. Good shot, good lead by Patrick here. Yeah, most of these are in the pocket. I think Patrick might have this game right here. It's looking pretty good. Just got to get a good leave on this 8 ball at the end. Yeah, maybe use the 4 ball, come down for the 1 and the 8 in the other corner pocket there. Hold out pretty good. Pretty good there. Oh, I think it rolled just a little further than Patrick wanted there. Nice shot. Nice shot. I think Steve's going to be sweating here soon if Patrick takes another one on him. This is my first time commentating. It's a pretty cool and easy setup. I think Patrick and I believe Justin, they're running a really cool streaming. It's Evo Sports. If you don't have it in your bar, you should get it. I think it's well worth the money. I'm not quite sure how much it is, um, but I believe it's well worth it. Looks like we got one ball down, two balls down. Some opportunity here. Looks like Patrick's taking solids. Okay. Makes sense. Good shot. Looks like the one goes. I think he'll save it for a little later here. He can slide by this 7 ball. Yep. Perfect for the 4. Just trying to work these balls down here by the 8 ball, I think. So I think he's just gonna kind of come up here. Oh, came off the rail. Nice. Nice. Um, I think he's gonna have a problem. If he shoots this 3 ball, I think he might bump into some stuff over here. Might open up the 5 ball. It's kind of a risk. Oh, whoa, that 8 ball. All right, Steve's first time up to the table this game here. He's been sitting a lot. Can tell you in pool tournaments, sitting down a lot really does put a number on you. I don't know how the professionals do it. Keep their nerves when they're sitting down for 2 or 3 racks. It's a tough game. I think Steve's gonna go for the easier shot here and probably cut the ball into the side pocket here. I think he's hoping for a breakout, but I don't think it'll happen. Yep. If I was Steve, I'd probably shoot this down in the corner here. Make the cue ball kind of come up in here. That's not terrible. This is kind of hard for positioning. And this 10 ball's trapped down there. Just gonna have to get creative. So it looks like both of the 1 and the 3 go in that corner pocket here. What a shot. Steve's talking to the cue ball here. Does this 10 go? If it goes, Patrick's going to be sweating here. Oh, wow. And look at that. Patrick's balls moved right out the way too. Wow. What we're looking at. Okay. See what Steve does here. Well, yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, he wanted to make that. Yeah, he definitely wanted to make that. Something Kim Raymond taught me there is you know, win the game, you got to make the balls. What a good shot there by Patrick. Can't tell. He's gonna probably follow a little bit up in here, maybe a little further. Take the one ball, the corner. Didn't leave much of an angle. Let's look at the side view here. Oof. He might bump into the 8 ball here. It's hiking up. Oh, good shot. Kind of a tough leave though. High pressure shot for Patrick here. I'm sure Steve's only been telling him how much of a shooter he is. Oh, no. Uh, and there it is. Steve's intimidation factor is what he'd call that right there. If anyone's played with YUKON, he uh he would say everyone's scared to play him. Um, I have no idea why he did this so hard. This is a 9 foot table, and Steve, he has a booster seat. Everyone, like this is a long shot. I think Patrick might have a good chance here. Let's look at the side view. It looks like it goes. If it doesn't, he definitely can block the pocket. And that's what he did. He blocked it. Patrick's usually pretty crafty here, so hopefully he's got something up his sleeves. Just going for the corner down here. Whoa. Let's see what happens. He doesn't have Steve shoot it. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I would have Steve shoot every single shot here. It's a bigger table. There's pressure. I'm sure that they have some kind of bet on this game here. I just can't get over how nice this table is. Patrick really has a nice 9-foot table. And it looks like that metal rack. I believe it's an Evo's, like a custom Evo sports rack. All right, Steve's feeling good about this first win here. See what he does. And another dry break here. Wow. You know, you might have to put a little more behind that, Steve. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's working. Some problem balls right here. Potentially right here as well. Patrick's trying to figure out where they go. Looks like he's going with the solids. Oh, I think he might take this 4 ball right up here. Yeah, I think that's the right move. Oh, wow. So it looks like Steve has the straps. Um, he's gonna do this side pocket. I would assume he's gonna do this other side pocket's how I would play it. Maybe a little bit of draw or a stop shot. So you can do these balls down in the corner. Looks like he's going for the 9 ball. I don't know why he drew that. Put himself in trouble here. Should have probably, just a stop shot or slight follow on that last one there. So he could get rid of these corners over here. right in here. Think he's thinking maybe calling the 11 in here. Not quite sure. And he got the hit. I don't know how Patrick wants to do this. I would do the 6 ball on the side. Probably just a stop shot. Yep. For a 5 ball in here. Probably come up in here area. Oof. Well, not a bad bump. Not a bad bump. Does that 7 ball go on the side? Yep. Sure does. All right. Gonna shoot the 2 ball. His problem is this 3 ball. I think he's gonna try and come up on this side somewhere in this area. Oof. Not quite enough. Not quite enough. He's gonna have to get crafty here. Depends how bad he wants it. Might be able to use the rail right here and come up. It's just such a small area. That's what he went for. Man, I think he had it too. He would have had it. It's a very difficult shot. Steve doesn't have to do anything fancy here. Um, oof, missed it by quite a bit there. I think, I think if he fixed his bridge, he might have an easier time on those shots. Patrick with a little bit of an unfortunate bump here. I think he's probably just gonna bank it into the side pocket. Try and leave the cue ball somewhere in this area. Oh, we got it to roll down. Yikes. Tell you what, when I play 9 ball, this is my 9 ball shot every time. Oh, how straight is this here? Let's look at this. Yep, this is a standard 9 ball shot right here for me. Gonna cut it right here into this corner, I believe. Oh, really giving Steve these chances here. I think if Steve plays this right, he takes the duck here. corner. With a little bit of bottom, I believe. And it should throw the cue ball more towards this direction. And then maybe shoot the, I believe that's a 12 ball all the way down in the corner, and then 10, 10 in this corner. Hopefully I'm not giving him too many tips. Now he goes for the soft shot here. Okay. So how does this look? Doesn't look like there's too much angle. He might float more this way than he thinks. Yeah, he's thinking this through. Yeah, this is called a safety on that shot. Oh, not a bad play, but I don't think he knows. This is Patrick Nicks here. This is the safety king almost. I think that was the wrong move. You gotta go for that. Now Steve's left with this kick. Hmm. He's gotta hope it gets weird after this. I think he's hoping that the cue ball will end anywhere on this side of the table here. It's a tough one. Oh, look at that. Sold out. Yeah, he's you know, they might take that Yukon gold away, start calling Yukon silver out here. The Yukon I know goes for that other shot down in the corner. 9 times out of 10, maybe his nerves are getting to him, everyone. I don't know. 3-1. Still a lot of game left. Maybe he's just not feeling it. Not feeling his game yet. Not in stroke. I would say Patrick's not quite in stroke yet either though. He's missed some simple 8 balls. Gave a ball in hand for Steve's game that he won there. All right. Oh, you know what it was? Maybe Steve was blaming Patrick for the equipment. That's crazy. Ah, good old waxing the balls joke, you know? It's been kind of going around recently. Patrick, the great breaks here. I believe he's made a ball every break. There Patrick goes. Oh, looks like he might have bumped out a problem here. Maybe. Not quite sure. He does have the straps. I believe he's gonna take this on the side here. Not quite sure. Seems like Patrick really wants that combo there. That's a hard shot. He's got to shoot over a ball here. Yeah. I think combos are one of the hardest shots in this game. And if you have that down, you'll win any 450 and under 9-ball tournaments. I can tell you that. Steve's trying to figure out what his first move is here. It's probably whatever he's most comfortable with. Okay, good shot. Think he was trying to leave for the 3-ball. Um, Looks like he's going for the 4. Just not quite sure what his idea is here. Maybe the 6-ball. I don't think he really knew where that cue ball was going to go there. I would probably take the 6-ball in the corner here. Looks like he wants the 7. I think it's gonna. Oh wow, this is pretty dangerous for Steve here. Steve is really playing it kind of loose against someone like Patrick. He was talking a big game before he got there. Inside sources say he's told me a few times, quite a few times. I'm a 600. I don't know how people don't see it. Patrick with a nice shot. I'm not quite sure if he was hoping for this. A little bit of a different position here. I think maybe he takes this side pocket, come around maybe. It's a big cue ball movement there. Let's see how it works out. Ooh, can he see that? I only have 2 views here, guys, so I'm in limbo on some of these shots. Oh my, what a shot. Holy cow. Oh my God. If he has a leave on this, he's going for the combo. That was a shot right there. Oh, All right, so I think Mr. Yukon here is going to go for the side pocket. Um, 6 ball. Doesn't seem like he really has much of a choice here. Um, I just can't tell if these two are glued together or not. If they're touching, he might do something a little different here. With how many balls he has left, you'd think he'd have a bunch of options, but man, it just it's not a thing right now. Looks like he's hiking up. I think he should just try to follow it personally. Slopped in one. They are playing BC rules, so it just doesn't count. I think Patrick can just see the tip of this 9 ball here. Oh my gosh. How close is it? Wow. I bet if someone walked through that door right now, that 9 ball's in all day. Let's see, Steve's going for the 3 ball. Going for the corner here. This is kind of tough. Steve's got 2 problems right here. I think he goes for the 3 over here and probably is hoping for some kind of bump. Some kind of bump. I can't tell if he has enough angle, but that's what I would try. Maybe a little bottom left, the cue ball, or just straight left. Oh, all right. Well, whoops. Made that harder. Let's see what I think he's looking at a safe here. He's holding it. Oof. Not a bad safe. It looks pretty blocked up. I believe Patrick has, pretty easy one rail if he wants it, but it's still going to be hard to get that second ball. Wow. What a hit by Patrick. And Steve just picked it up. Wow. Can't believe he did that. That was a good hit by Patrick. That was, you know, you can't make these, you got to pay attention. You can't make these mistakes. I don't know what's in that orange can, but, you know, Steve might need his glasses today. I see in some of the comments here, it looks like everyone's laughing at you there. Came out perfect. Right through the gap. Standard 8-ball shot for Patrick here. And there he goes again. Another rattle. I'm not sh- I'm not sure if this is just Patrick's off day or Steve's lucky day. I'll keep saying it. Looks like Steve's going for this. I would probably try something like that, maybe. Maybe not so far. Gotta be careful of the side pocket scratch. That's what I'm seeing. Um, yeah, that seems to be the shot. Steve's bridge is a little wiggly there. Does he get it? Yeah. Just gotta make this standard shot right here. Doesn't need to get fancy. Cheats the pocket here a little bit. So good thing it went in. And there it is. Steve Yukon Gold with a nice little 3-4 ball out. Told that maybe Steve needs something a little stronger than them orange cans to maybe loosen up there. See what what Steve's break brings for us here. I'm pretty sure um, 5 racks, I believe. Patrick's had 3 breaks. Um, oh, well, that's what it is. Well, I'll tell you what, Patrick, that's no Coors Light, and Steve thrives off Coors Light or Rainier's. He's a big fan. Let's see if Steve can get something on the break. He's just been dry here. And there it is. Steve did it. He made a ball on the break. Really unfortunate leave, I think, here. I think as he can maybe see some of these balls for the side pocket. It doesn't look like too easy of a shot. Just got to figure out this puzzle. Think he is gonna go for this right in the side here. Sorry, my lines are a little curved. Oh, good shot, Steve. Yeah, left yourself a little tough here, but I would just come right in here. Honestly, maybe come on this side or even this side if you can. It's hard to tell from the angle. I think the better option is to come out this way. He's got the bridge out here. Let's see how he does this. He's on his tippy toes here. If everyone's watching, look, tippy toes. Oh, he misses the shot. Ah, pretty fortunate leave. I believe Patrick might start off. Um, maybe with the 5 ball to the side pocket here. Um, or maybe even the 6 ball. It's you know, it's kind of a tough shot. I think he sticks with the 5 in the side and probably comes back up table here. Yep. Maybe a little further than he wanted. Think he might try this 3 ball in the side pocket. Good shot. And the breakout. There it is. This is what Patrick does best. He figures it out early in the game, the way you're supposed to do it. Um, I believe he's just gonna come off the rail here. Yep. Hopefully he's not too straight on this. Think he's probably gonna try to kind of stun this way, I think. Oh, he's going for the 1. He was going for it. Okay. Yeah. If he sees that, it's side pocket all day. A little bit of bottom for the 6 in the corner. Yeah, perfect. He's got some work to get to the 8 ball here, I believe. Can't tell if there's much of an angle here or if he's just gonna try and pull the cue in here to try and put the 8 down here. Yep, I believe that's the right shot there. It's a bit of a tester. This corner pocket's been some trouble for Knicks here, though. And there it is. No rattle this time. As Steve would say here, he would count all the balls left on the table. I know there was only 6, but if there would have been 7, he would have had to ask Patrick if he could sleep under the table tonight. It's almost unfortunate. Looks like we're 4-2. Um, Honestly, it's Steve's two games. Patrick has kind of gave them to him. So as long as Patrick doesn't give the game, I think he has this most of the time. Swiping off the ball again. I think Steve must have some kind of chalk that might be getting on the cue ball. Oh, maybe Steve's getting hot and sweaty. I don't know. Maybe turning on the AC over there. Looks a little. Maybe he's nervous. Meanwhile, while they're working on that. Okay. Let's see Patrick's break here. So far, he's been perfect, I believe, on the breaks. Um, just pretty good. That's pretty good for 8 ball on a 9-foot table. And there it is, the commentator curse. Sorry there, Patrick. You know, Mr. Steve here, he usually puts his hat backwards when he's says he's playing his most serious game. It's still on forwards here, so maybe he's just not worried here about Patrick. It's a crazy thought. All right, going for the solids. I like it. And I think the only reason why he missed that his bridge was a little wobbly there. His cue's kind of going up and down while he was aiming. It's one of the fundamentals. You really got to keep a straight bridge. It's such a big deal. A bridge is such a big deal. All right. See how Patrick does it. I believe he's gonna take the solids here too. Yep. Probably an unfortunate bump here. I think he's working with a kind of a tough shot. Just gonna have to let go of this cue ball a little bit if it's on the rail. Let's see here. Oh, he's got a little bit of room. Thinking that he might bump into this too, and it might get weird. Can't really tell, but oh, he went for the 3 ball. Okay. From where he was at, I didn't even know he could see it. Didn't even know. Leaves Steve in a pretty weird spot here. Think, yeah, you go for the 9 ball here to the corner. A little bit of top, kind of come out the rail here somewhere. somewhere in this area so they can shoot this in. And looks like you rattled it there. Um, yeah, I think Steve's starting to take this a little more serious. Turn the hat around. Uh, if you guys didn't notice, the next time he shoots, just check that out. Looks like Patrick might be going for the six ball down here. Tough shot. That is a tough shot. All right, Steve has a nice opportunity here. This is There's only one ball that he might have some trouble with right here, but I think Steve should take this side pocket here. If it's pretty straight, I might I might honestly try to follow kind of up in here and hope there's a lead for down here. Oh, okay. Seems like he likes a different route. Think he's gonna go for the stripe in the corner here. Ah, interesting. Maybe he was hoping for a break out there. I'm not quite sure. Um, yeah, it's really making this game hard on himself here. I think in this position you go for the 9 and then the 12 over here in the corner, then the 10. See, got a pretty bad bump here. Now he has a hard shot. This isn't I believe he's gonna try and what Steve would say is a paper thin here. This is his paper thin cut. Or excuse me, hairline. Hairline. That's the word Mr. Yukon uses here. He stood back up. I think maybe my audio probably went through. Sorry, Steve. I'll wait till the end of this shot here. Wow, he overcut it. Um, I still really like Steve's positioning here. He's in a good spot. I think I think Patrick just you try to set yourself up for the next, I think you can get at the table maybe one more time. Set yourself up here. I think this situation down here might get weird for Steve. Uh, what he should do here is take the duck, take the rail. Doesn't really need to do anything too crazy here. I think he's I don't I don't know why he shot it so full, but maybe that's the angle he wanted. Sees something I don't. Me come out this way if he can. Yeah, a little steep though. Playing into that territory you don't want to play right there. I'm not quite sure if he can see this 15 to make it. Looks like he's calling a safe. Interesting. Um, I believe if I'm Steve here, I'm probably gonna shoot the 11 in the corner over here. Just to move the ball closer to a pocket. And if he makes it, he might get a nice bump in here. And it might clear him out. If not, oof, I don't know. Steve still has good positioning as of right now. Oh man, did not think he would shoot it so hard, but what did I tell you guys? Luckiest guy I know. Looks like Patrick's really, really in there. Looks like he can't really shoot anything. He can't see the two ball. And I don't think he can do much with the 7 here. I think he's going to come up with some kind of crafty safe. Maybe try and keep the cue ball down in here. I don't know how much angle he has. He goes for the 1 ball safety. That's 2 inches further, and Steve would have been in jail there. Looks like he's going for the bank. To be honest, I really don't like this shot here. 'Cause he's got to control the cue ball to figure out for the next one, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Steve's really thinking about it. That's why it's not easy to control those, let alone make it, but control it for your next shot. It's a hard leave. Um, Patrick's got a good opportunity here to really, really do some work, honestly. All right. Patrick takes the two ball. Leaves himself pretty nice. Think he's gonna go. Think he wants to take that seven ball, but no, I think the better choice is the one ball here. To come over onto the three. Yep, just like that. Hopefully he has some angle here. Looks like there's just a little bit. Just a little bit. Think he might try to make it come out. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Believe he's just gonna do the four in the side and the six in the corner here. That's kind of the path I see. Make the cue ball come off the rail and back. Yep, pretty much just like that. Wants to bring the cue down table. Oh, guess there was more of a wide angle than I thought. This works out nice though. This is a good angle. Looks like the eight ball goes on the side. As long as Patrick's anywhere on, you know, this side of the table, he's fine. Maybe even like this whole area should be fine. He did leave himself on the rail. I don't think he's too happy about it. Yikes. Oh my goodness. Wow. I promise you, I've played Patrick a few times myself. You don't really see him miss these shots. Think he just didn't take his time on that one. Hopefully Steve has a good opportunity here. Think if he I think he's gonna come up short right here. I think that's gonna be the line that he ends up taking. Oh, he did it. Oh, this is a tester. He's hoping to come off over here, somewhere in that vicinity. He's gonna kind of throw it in. Yeah. Let's hope Patrick another opportunity here. He doesn't miss it that time. Good job, Patrick. Tell you what, Steve, you're getting a lot of opportunities from Patrick's eight ball misses today. He's really giving you the chances here. Believe I will be this will be my last game. I have to leave a little early here. Um, but I'll watch and see what Steve does here. It's like Patrick's messing with EvoSports' star employee over there, the Roomba, hardest worker we know, or Chalkbox employee. Excuse me. All right, so Steve with another dry break. Patrick with decisions. I, I think he wants the stripes, but no, he just doesn't really have a good. It's not a good layout either. Either side isn't that great. This 9 ball here is a weird one. Believe that these solids might be a little tricky in here. Let's see. Yikes. That is yeah, that's a very unfortunate breakout right there. At least he has this opening. Think I think you just gotta kind of go for this one here. Maybe pull it back just a little bit, or go forward this way. Yep. Well, good bump. There it is. Pole gods are looking out for you. Good bump though. I think he wants to try and take care of this 9 ball, but it's in a tough position. It's a good hit. Steve's got a good. Honestly, Steve has the layout here. I believe this fits. You know, let's look at the side view here. I think I take the 4 ball. I think I take the 4 ball on this. It's almost the best position you can get on it right now. It's a bit of a stretch. There you go. Now, if he can see, not quite sure if he can see this 6 ball. That would be the shot if he could see it. If not, I guess you take the 3 into the corner. I'm just just not a big fan of yeah, of the shot itself. I believe Patrick's gonna go for this 9 ball and yet another breakout. Um Man, it just get weird, you know. I'm not quite sure if he has enough room to bump into them. Okay, so looks like he's going a different route here. He got it. Cue ball's still spinning. Think he wanted to get it some more. What a save. I can't tell if Steve can hit this five ball or not, but from here that looks like jail. That looks like jail. This might be the first, big safety Patrick has played on Steve. Seems like he's played kind of relaxed. Steve's going for it though in the corner. Oh no, maybe there's a small gap there. It's a tough one. This is a this is a big shot. That was that Yukon Gold moment right there. Steve needed that big time. This is a big game here. If I was down, I would want that 5-3 game rather than 6-2. It just seems like a lot to come back from. Looks like Patrick is kind of hoping to maybe do something with this cluster here. He doesn't seem too happy about it. Can't say I blame him here. I think he's coming up with one of his safeties here. And all things considered there, with how many balls Steve has left here, like I think that was a pretty good leave. Steve probably has a good opportunity. Yeah, I think Steve wants to play the safe back. Maybe he's asking if the balls are glued together. Not quite sure. Yeah, it looks like he's going for a safety. You might have to watch the shot. Big chance of a double hit here. Gotta watch the cue ball. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if that was on the rail. It looked like the cue ball touched the rail. It looked like a good hit, and if it is a good hit, that is where Steve wants to be right there. I think that was a smart play for Steve and Patrick's entertainment. I'm sorry, this will be my last game I'll be able to commentate tonight. I have a match myself. Looks like Patrick's got a little bit of room to work with. Oof, missed it. I think Patrick really wanted that at least to hit it on that 14, so maybe it goes somewhere nice. think Steve needs to play the 7 ball. Seems it's either the 7 or the 1. It just depends on this positioning right here. It looks like this goes down here. I think he just takes the 7 ball and follows it for whichever one's a little easier. Would definitely take this 1 ball now right here in the corner. Maybe just a little bit of draw if he can. Oh, he followed it. I think that changes his whole plan there. Um, Kind of limits him with this 5 ball. I think if he shoots it a little bit of top, it'll come kind of in this direction. This bridge looks a little shaky again. Yeah, he followed it right in. He hit the ball too full there. He really needed to hit it just slightly off the center there. Because that top will catch this rail and it'll pull him just right to the 3 ball. This is going to be probably a pretty standard run out here for Patrick. Takes his time. He comes off the rail here. Maybe he likes the 10 ball better. Comes around. Yeah, wow. That was pretty fortunate. Yeah, pretty standard run out for Mr. NICKS here. Wow. Look at that. No rattle on the 8. He's starting to feel and stroke everyone. This is the Chalkbox table. This is the table to play on. But I am gonna be logging off. I hope this game, I was hoping to see some more Yukon Gold action in there, but it's just looking like the Patrick show right now. Um, but yeah, we'll catch you guys next time.